Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to my channel, my YouTube channel. Today we are going to make application that can change the color and add the number when number is pressed, ya. Like this. The app can change the state, the color state, and the number, ya. The app will add the number if we trigger the event. Okay, the technology behind this app is multi-block, ya. Multi-block. The app can mix between color state, color block and counter block. Okay, let's get started. First, we have to create new project, ya. We name it multi-block, multi-page. And we need to delete the classes that we don't need. And then we create my app class first. We import the main page, ya. We create the main page. Okay, then we use MVVM architecture, ya, that we have learned yesterday. That we separate between view and logic. We separate between UI and block. Block as view model and UI as view. Okay, and then we create a draft page. We call draft page. We create the draft page for scaffold template letter, which has a background color and body. We set title, text, multi-block, multi-page, and the background color. We set it letter in variable, and we add it to constructor, ya. The body too, we create a variable widget body, ya. Final color, background color, and final widget body, and we insert it or we add it to constructor, ya. Okay, we set the background color has a default value and the body has a required keyword. Okay, after that we move to main page and we call draft page in our main page. We call property body, ya. And we fill this with the center and column. Yeah, we need column to align children vertically, row to align children horizontally. Okay. Inside, and we set main axis alignment to the center to center the children, ya. And inside the column, we add text and button in the column. Text first, ya. And then we style the text. We need a bigger number. We need a bigger text, ya. Then we need to set it to headline. Actually is headline 2 ya. Later we're gonna change this with headline 2. Then we set the button and we name it click to change. Button click to change ya. Okay, the app looks like this. Okay, the button has a blue color or default color ya. Then we need to style the button color. We change the color in to pink ya, to pink. We need to call property primary, and and also we need to style the button shape ya, to stadium border. And then inside UI directory, we create new file and we name it second page ya. We call stateless widget, we name it second page. We import material.dart. We call draft page again, because draft page is template scaffold ya, scaffold template. And we copy the body from main page and paste it to the second page, because the body should be similar to the previous one and need a little adjustment, just a little adjustment. And in the background color, we set it to default color, which is pink ya. And then we wrap the button with row. We wrap button with row because we need to make 3 button and align it horizontally. Okay, and we replace the tag with size box yeah, because we don't need a text. Then we also change the shape with circle border ya. And then we set main axis with the space evenly. We call space evenly to give them good space. Also, we need to add border in our button. Yeah. Because we need to add border in button that we tap later. And now we are gonna set it static ya, static border. And later we are gonna set it dynamic border. Okay, we're gonna call navigator or use navigator to switch page from main page to second page. If we tap button click to change, it go to second page. It will go to second page. Okay, the apps look like this ya. If we run F5 for run app, if we run app, then in second page, we're gonna make it a 3 color button. Yeah, we're gonna make 3 color button, 3 button. And we need to set a different color ya, different color. First is pink, then amber, then purple. Okay, the view look like this. Look like in the device ya, in my PC. Then we add Flutter block in PubSpec YAML. we asking for PubSpec Assist help ya to find us Flutter block plugin. Okay, if you don't install PubSpec Assist in extensions, you are need to install it. We need to save it and run Flutter pubget, and we need to create new block. We name it counter, and automatically the app will generate counter block for us. Okay, 3 file ya, counter block, counter event, and counter state. Then we need to create increment as event in counter event. Need extend counter event. And then we need to add integer in our state ya, in our counter state. We add variable integer counter, and we fill it to the constructor, counter state constructor, and we set it required keyword. Then we initial the state with 0 ya. We initial the state with 0, counter 0. Then we need to add logic in our block. The way to read it is, if event is increment, then the state has to add the number. Emit is memancarkan ya. If event is increment, then the state has to add the number with 1 ya. Then we need to wrap material app with multi-block provider, because we will add 2 block later provider, 2 block provider inside it ya. Counter block and color block. Then we need to call multi-block provider first. Then in provider property, we add block provider of what? Of counter block. To insert 2 or more block provider, yeah, we need to call providers property. Okay, then we need to specify that block with block provider of what? Of counter block ya. Block provider of counter block. This is the way to read it, okay? Okay, in second page, we need to wrap the text with block builder ya, to change the number or to change the state, because we don't need a static number, we need to dynamic number that can change. Okay, we replace a static number with state.counter to string that can change ya, the state can change. Okay, then we need to wrap the text with gesture detector ya, to trigger the event, because in gesture detector has property on tap. In on tap we can trigger the event ya. The way to trigger the event is we call context.read of what? Context.read of counter block dot add event, and the event is increment. Okay, if number is pressed, it will add the number ya. In main page, we also need to replace static text with dynamic state ya. The way is we need to wrap it with block builder, Block builder 2, block builder of what? Block builder of counter block and counter state. Okay. We need to replace static text with state.counter to string in main page ya. Okay, if we refresh, then if the state change in second page, then we go back to main page, the state will display the same. Yeah, the state will display the same. Okay, like this, like that ya. Then we need to generate new block called color block. Okay, in color event, we set them to 3 color, ya, to 3 event, pink event, amber event, and purple event. And all of them extend to color event. Okay, in color state, we need to add a color variable inside it ya, inside color state. We need to call a color from material.dart ya. And we fill this to, we insert it to constructor. We set the required keyword with required keyword, and we also need to initiate the color with pink color ya, with pink color. Okay, then in color block we create the logic ya, that if event is pink color, if event is pink, then the state should be pink, pink color. Okay, else if event is amber, event amber, then the state or color state should be color amber, Else if event is purple, event purple, then the state should be color purple. Okay, else ya. Else then the state should be pink too, because the pink is default color ya for us, for that app. Okay, after that, we need to wrap, after finishing making logic in block, we need to add block provider in block provider of color block ya, block provider of color block in our main.dart. Ya, after that, after finishing make logic ya, in color block ya, we need to add block provider of color block in our main.dart. Then we need to wrap our second page with block builder. block builder to change of color block to change the color ya, to change the color. Okay, we change static color with dynamic with state.color ya. Then in our main page 2, we wrap the main page with block builder. In the top of draft page ya. Then we set static color or color pink with state.color. Okay, we need to replace a static color with dynamic state that can change. Okay, then we need to trigger color event ya. We need to trigger color event in every button, in 3 button. The way to implement this, we call context.read of color block dot add an event in every button. Okay. If the button is pink, then the event should be pink ya. If the button the color of button is purple, then we should trigger the purple event. Okay. Okay, the app run normally and good. Okay. That's what we want ya. Okay. And the last but not least, we need to set the border ya. If the border of the button, okay, if the state of the border, if we press button pink, then the border should be appear ya. If we press or trigger event amber, that button amber should be has a border side. Okay. In every button we set the border ya. Okay, if we refresh it, okay, then the border change ya, the border change or the border has moved to what button is we press. Okay ya, I think that's all. See you next week. Syukran, wassalamualaikum. See you later ya. That's all. See you later. Syukran. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.